read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Eleanor Price claimed she had a panic attack and was rushed to the hospital as a result of her neighbor's horrific Halloween decorations. Judy Kessler says she posted signs by her display saying beware, so she's not responsible.
I see I've got Eleanor Price here as my plaintiff and Judy Kessler as my defendant. Ms. Price, I see you are suing the defendant for $5,000 and you cite emotional distress. What brings you to court, ma'am?
I am a member of a community, a 65 and up community, in which we both live. Judy is very renowned for her decorations, her holiday decorations.
Okay.
On this last Halloween, she created a ghostly orphanage.
Okay.
Which included a mannequin child, a dead-looking child.
Ooh, goodness, okay.
So I was on my way home, and as I passed her house, I heard a huge thunk underneath my car. I stopped immediately and got out, and when I looked, there was a dead-looking child.
Oh my gosh. So you thought you had killed a child,
I
ma'am?
thought I had killed a child.
Good God.
I immediately started to freak out. I mean, I
bet so.
It was so horrific looking that I really believed that it was a child, although it was not a dead child.
Do you have a photo of it so I can see?
I believe that Judy has one.
You have
something, Your Honor.
Elijah, can you please gather the evidence from the defendant? Thank you, sir. Okay, ma'am, so you think...
Yes, I thought I had run over to a trick-or-treater.
Goodness, okay. Now luckily you had not.
Luckily I had not.
So when did you realize that it was indeed just a doll?
Judy came out and she was saying, you know, calm down, calm down. But I was so agitated and so upset that I really wasn't hearing anything of what she was saying.
Did medical assistance come to support you?
She called 911.
Okay.
The ambulance came.
Yes.
I got taken to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack. I actually thought I was dying.
Oh my gosh. What a Halloween. This sounds terrible. Ma'am, go ahead.
Judy followed the ambulance to the hospital. I was there for about 3 hours while they checked my blood pressure, my
heart rate. Yeah.
And it turned out that I was in an extreme panic
attack. Yeah.
I have the...
Elijah, please gather this from Ms. Price here. You can give him your whole folder, Ms. Price. That's fine. Thank you.
I have the discharge papers.
Okay, great. Well, let's get Ms. Kessler in here. Let's start with this doll. Thankfully it was a doll and not a child looked like, just so everybody can wrap their head around it. Okay, that is freaky, 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 and scary. Horrifying, ma'am. And I get it, Ms. Kessler. This is a big deal for you. You enjoy the holidays and you go all the way out with your decorations, clearly. And what did you use? Because they can't see, but this was quite ghastly. What did you use to create the intestinal situation here?
It is ground beef and hot dogs and some Caro syrup that was dyed red.
Okay, so y'all can use your imaginations to think about exactly what this looked like and what this woman saw in real life that she thought she had caused. Okay, now let me ask you this, Ms. Kessler. Where was this position? 'Cause this looks to be on a sidewalk. Where was this?
So it's on the curb. I put the head basically on the sidewalk and the body is laying over the curb. It's the front of the display because the rest of the display is actually on my yard.
Okay. Do we have a photo of that?
We do have a photo of that.
Okay, let's see what the full photo of the yard.
There it is.
Okay, so that's your house. That's the whole situation. And then this particular doll was sitting in the very front.
Laying right in front there, yes.
On the curb, but also a little bit in the street, it looks like.
Yes, it just goes slightly into the street. And on either side, I had sandwich signs with...
I'm looking at this, yeah. And just turn around, Ms. Kessler, so the court can see. Is this not freaking y'all out? This all looks so scary to me. Okay, so did you see that sign, ma'am?
I did not. It was dark.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
what I saw was like blood and guts.
Oh my gosh, and that sent you into the panic attack, you're telling the court. I do see here, though, that the defendant is showing that she did have approval for these extensive decorations. Ms. Kessler, this email is to inform you that your homeowner association request has been approved for your Halloween decor. You are permitted to decorate your residence and front yard area.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Halloween decorations are most popular when they're a little disturbing.
A little disturbing is one thing, Ms. Kessler. You might need to have a second career in special effects.
And later,
her exclusive secret package where she was only giving it to 50 people.
Okay.
Now, I did not make it for that 50 mark.
You weren't one of the 50.
I weren't one of the 50.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Eleanor Price, who brought Judy Kessler to court for emotional distress.
As always, though, decorations must comply with community guidelines and may not cause damage to common areas or neighboring properties. Please ensure that all walkways and access paths remain clear and unobstructed, and that the decorations do not create a safety hazard for residents or visitors. The safety of the public and our residents must be maintained at all times if you have questions, etc. And lastly, I do see here that you have reached back out to them in your own letter, saying that you are writing to report an ongoing safety concern regarding speeding with the community. Can you tell me about this, Ms. Kessler?
Well, there on more than one opportunity, I have reported that Ellie she speeds in the neighborhood. And on that night, she was speeding. She came around the corner at a good clip, I would say about 40 miles an hour, and she went right past my sign, and she drove right there in the gutter and hit the display,
So you're saying that it was Miss Price and her speeding that caused her to hit the display?
She may have been just driving distracted.
What do you say about that, Miss Price?
I was not driving distracted. I was going 20 miles an hour, which is the speed limit for our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The doll was not up against the curb. It was in the middle of the road.
It was in the middle of the road. That's why you're saying that you drove over it.
Right.
I'm seeing that you visited the emergency room. So, Ms. Kessler, you did at least call 911 for your neighbor.
And
you saw she was in medical distress.
I did. She wasn't listening to me, and I called 911.
You called 911. Okay. Because that was quite disturbing, Ms. Kessler. I mean, my goodness. I mean, even some people in the courtroom, and they didn't even see the full throttle image, are a bit concerned. Did you have any second thoughts around putting something just so ghastly outside?
Honestly, Halloween decorations are most popular when they're a little disturbing.
A little disturbing is one thing, Ms. Kessler. I think what we all saw, I mean, you might need to have a second career in special effects. I mean, it was giving Nightmare on Elm Street, major vibes. Okay, let's look here. Do you have any receipts, though, that you can show me, Ms. Price, that you've paid for these services? I do know you're asking $5,000, but that's really for the emotional distress. Is that
Right.
correct?
The insurance company actually paid for the medical
For the treatment.
portion.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm so glad. Ladies, what have we learned here? Ms. Kessler, what's your plan for this Halloween?
Well, Your Honor, I wanted to put another little fact into the case here.
Okay.
I think that part of this is embarrassment on her half and jealousy. We are, the both of us, seeing the same gentleman
What?
at the community, and I honestly think that it had some influence on her suing me.
So I guess, you silver bachelors got a lot to look forward to. Because look at this. These two ladies are literally in litigation, suing each other around what might be really about a man. Is that true, Ms. Price?
I don't think it's about a man. I think it's about my upset.
Okay.
I mean, my son will not let me drive my grandchildren anymore.
Because of this ordeal. Where is the man now, by the way? The man that you both were seeing?
He's
Still in the neighborhood, and
Are you still seeing him?
yes.
And are you still seeing him?
Yes.
Okay. So I appreciate you In transparency, Ms. Kessler bringing it to the court's attention, but I'm going to set that little factoid on a shelf, and I'm going to make my judgment on what I saw in evidence of court today. I think that I'm convinced that you suffered severe, and still frankly are, ma'am, suffering some severe symptoms and long-standing repercussions around this ordeal. Now, Ms. Kessler, I do not believe that you had any ill intention with your behavior. I think that you take these holidays seriously. I think you have a particular talent for all of this, and I'm not inclined to punish you for that. However, there is one fact that I just cannot get over, Ms. Kessler, and that is going to be the placement of the doll. If you had shown me that photo of your house and that doll was placed squarely in your yard, squarely on your porch, squarely in the vicinity of your dwelling place, I would buy your argument. But as we can all see, this is too close to common area. This is too close to the roadway. This is too close to being able to impact negatively the neighbors and visitors of your community. And especially because the community is 65 up in age, that gives me more heightened protective mechanisms to who could be impacted. But frankly, I'm only 40-something and I would have been scared for Jesus. I mean, truly. So therefore, the court is going to rule in favor of Ms. Price. However, $5,000 does feel excessive, especially since your medical bills thankfully were covered by your insurance. But I am going to hold the defendant accountable for $2,000 to help give you more therapy, more treatment, to help you recover more from your emotional distress. Because of the placement of the doll, ma'am, I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff, but only for $2,000. Happy Halloween, ladies. Goodness.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,000.
I'm hoping you'll learn to embrace some of the fun things that go on in our community.
I just hope that going forward, you'll take into consideration safety and other people's concerns.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
So you just didn't go to work?
I didn't go to work
And
on
did you
Friday.
get paid?
I did not, and I missed out on $250 on each Friday, and that was for 4 weeks.
Wow.
This is Equal Justice. Kendra Miles claims she purchased an exclusive skincare package from the defendant, but didn't get what she paid for. Simone Rivers says she never guarantees specific results to her customers.
I see I've got Kendra Miles here as my plaintiff and Simone Rivers as my defendant. Ms. Miles, you are suing the defendant for $1,700. You do say there's been a breach of contract. What brings you to court, ma'am?
So I basically was bamboozled by Ms. Rivers with her skincare regimen that she basically prompted online. So when I reached out to her, I was going through a very hardship time of my life. I was recently involved in a car accident right after a domestic violence dispute. And it was really suffering on my body and in my skin, specifically my face.
Okay.
And she basically is a mogul when it comes to beauty, when it comes to health, and I genuinely look up to her.
Okay.
And at this particular time, she was promoting her exclusive secret package where she was only giving it to 50 people.
Okay.
Now, I did not make it for that 50 mark.
You weren't one of the 50.
I weren't one of the 50. So what I did was I DM'd her, and I said, hey, I really look up to you. I would love for us to, you know, work together so that you can help heal me internally and my face.
And did she respond?
Yes, surprisingly. She responded and she granted me access in the program. I sent her a payment.
And how much was that?
For $500.
Okay.
So after I sent the $500,
yes,
I received an email.
I see a bunch of juices and berries and shakes and aloe vera and this and this. So this is what you paid $500 for?
Yes, I paid $500 for an email.
Yeah, I see. No. Yes, ma'am.
So I never guarantee results. I do say that results vary.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
She suggested that I take reset days.
Yes.
So with these reset days, these are basically days like...
It's not funny, Ms. Rivers. Go ahead, ma'am.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Kendra Miles and Simone Rivers over a skincare regimen.
And then I'm seeing an additional silver package, the 2-week glow up plan, she paid $200 more.
Yes, and that came after the fact that she reached out to me with dissatisfaction about the original $500 package.
Yes. Now, you wouldn't be preying on people that are particularly vulnerable. Now,
No,
would you,
ma'am.
Coach Mo?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
That is not what I do.
Okay. She bought the second package, and that didn't really work for you.
It didn't. So want me to keep
Go
going?
ahead.
So after I bought the first package, if you can also see, she suggested that I take reset days.
Yes.
So with these reset days, these are basically days like
It's not funny, Miss Rivers. Go ahead, ma'am.
It's basically days that are just revolved around me not going to work. So I had it to where on Fridays I wouldn't go to work in order to do this process and this regimen for the reset day.
So you just didn't go to work?
I didn't go to work
And
on
did you
Fridays.
get paid?
I did not, and I missed out on $250 on each Friday, and that was for 4 weeks.
Wow.
So what is that, $1,000?
Basically.
Your Honor, her claims are preposterous.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not interested, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I really feel like her, now that because I did have her on this amazing pedestal, but now that I see how her business run and how she treats her supporters, it's like, it's literally just a scam. It's a scam for Black women. It's a scam for your mental health. And it's a scam for my pockets.
It's a
Your
scam.
Honor, this is an attack on my character, and I do not appreciate it. I have spent a long time building my brand,
Yes.
and it is not built on the pedestal.
You literally attacked my pockets. You literally
Ma'am.
attacked my pockets.
Young lady.
Okay, ladies, because now you're going into a defamation claim, which,
Yes.
you're free to file. You haven't filed it today.
Thank you.
But you know what a defense to that would be, right? If she's indeed telling the truth. Because if someone's telling the truth on you, we can't hold them accountable legally.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
The court has considered the evidence, and this is what I think. I think a lot of what I saw in that package for $500 looks a whole lot like common sense. Sleeping, not drinking, eating healthy, fruits and berries, okay? I don't think that should cost $500. I think even if she did all of those things, I'm not surprised to see that she did not really have a different affect after the fact. Then the $200 upsell, now it's starting to get a little fishy. But here's the other thing, Ms. Miles. You taking off from work, not once, not twice, not 3 days, but 4 days, all because of the hopes and dreams of a so-called woman you ain't never even met before in your life that you saw on the internet. At some point, we got to stand in accountability for common sense as well, ma'am. But I'm not going to hold you accountable for a woman, a grown woman, not having the wisdom to clock a thing as a thing early on and maintain your livelihood, ma'am. So I rule in favor of the plaintiff, but only for the $700 that she paid to you for your services, not the lost wages. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $700.
Any final thoughts?
Your business sucks.
Any final thoughts?
I've built up a lot of people,
Girl.
and you were one of them.
Girl, please.
You've
I'm
had your
sorry
day.
you feel that way.
You've had your day in court.
Bye.
Please follow me.
Mess.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.